Sorry, I couldn't resist, but thank you so much for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, some exciting news. We've hit 7,000 subscribers. I really cannot thank you guys enough for the amazing support. Thank you so much for liking the videos, for watching the videos, for sharing the videos. You guys are amazing and your support is greatly appreciated. Now, with all that being said, let's get into it. ShopRite takes aim at PnP clothing. The ShopRite group will enter the clothing category in March in its latest incursion on the adjacent categories to its core supermarket business.
How exciting!
This move will put it squarely up against PnP, whose clothing business is one of its growth engines. The group would start small with 10 to 12 stores and build slowly. Stock and premises for the first outlets have already been secured. Listen, I got to admit, I'm quite impressed with Checkers lately. Their standard has definitely increased and the prices are not bad. I used to be a PnP shopper, but as of late, I don't know, I'm disappointed with their standards. Of course, I'm comparing the groceries of both companies. But with regards to clothes, I'm very happy to shop at PnP Clothing. I think some of their stuff is really good. So personally, I'm very excited to see what Checkers has in store for us. And yes, pun intended. Eskom bites back. As power utility Eskom takes action against municipalities that owe it billions of rands in debt, the group is also shifting its focus to areas where residents persistently steal electricity and break its equipment.
Well, it's about time.
Responding in a parliamentary Q&A this past week, representatives of Eskom said the group is experiencing a very high number of incidences of illegal connections, meter bypassing and tampering, unauthorized operations on the network, infrastructure vandalism and theft, and the non-payment and non-purchasing of electricity tokens. This number is constantly on the rise. This is no longer the case, however, with the utility noting that it has started implementing stringent control measures to hold these areas to account, as it has become financially unstable to keep replacing this equipment, especially without any return on investment. Here we can see Eskom Western Cape, in partnership with SAPS and Western Cape Live Traffic, Metro Police and law enforcement, embark on the removal of illegal connections. And here is an example of an illegal connection set up by residents. As Eskom courts controversy by taking on communities that refuse to pay, it is also directing its attention to the municipalities themselves. I am failing to understand what the controversy is. I think what makes this even more frustrating is the fact that we all know how this works. And when I say we all know, I mean everyone. I mean the entire world knows how this works. If you have a service and it's being bought by someone or an entity and they don't pay you for said service, then you cut the service off. That's how it works.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
The non-payment by municipalities and specific communities also has a wider reaching impact on all other South Africans. Eskom application for a 38% tariff hike for 2023 is being considered by energy regulator NERSA. A decision on whether or not to grant it will be made before the end of the year.
It's a trap!
Well, that's just great. So because other people were stealing electricity and municipalities weren't paying Eskom, now Eskom wants to try and get rid of some of its debt by increasing the tariff. Yeah, that makes sense. But in all seriousness, it is great to see Eskom fighting back. But is it too little too late? The cost of Eskom's load shedding. City Press spoke to Ficini Group's TFG CEO Anthony Turnstrom, who said it lost around 400 million rand in income during 2 weeks of stage 5 and 6 power cuts in September 2022. Bloomberg recently reported that Checkers owner ShopRite Holdings said that the group has spent an additional 100 million rand a month on diesel to keep its lights on during stage 5 and 6 rotational power cuts. GSE-listed poultry group Astral Foods told City Press that it spent an additional 338 million rand, split 138 million for extra costs and 200 million for alternative energy sources and water storage in 2022. On average, power cuts cost small and medium-sized companies 8,000 rand a month in loss of income, 5,000 rand per month for alternative power sources, and 1,250 rand monthly to repair damage caused by load shedding and power surges. South Africa's mobile network operators are also running up significant costs trying to fight the effects of load shedding. For example, Vodacom revealed that it is spending more than 1 billion rand a year to to fight load shedding. When it comes to power outages, we spend over R1 billion a year on batteries, said the CEO of Vodacom. He also said that the operator tries to ensure that its towers have sufficient battery backups to keep its network online. Who knows how many small businesses have died due to load shedding? And as I'm recording this video, I get my answer to the question, is it too late? And it seems so. SA has just gone back into stage 6 load shedding.
This is madness.
Stage 6 is necessary due to a high number of breakdowns since midnight, as well as the requirement to strictly preserve the remaining emergency generation reserves. Probably what is even more alarming is that we're going to be on stage 6 until further notice. So while it's good that Eskom is finally cracking down on people that are using electricity illegally, it might be a little bit too late. But let me know your thoughts on the whole Eskom situation. Ah yes, thanks Ceratosaurus. If you enjoyed this content, you might enjoy these videos. Let me know your thoughts on Checkers taking on PnP clothing. Will you shop there? With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your Thursday, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.